A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the LSU Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Durham. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, do they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella in defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. Running right, it's Durham. Fighting off the defender. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket. And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, Get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Durham. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Quickly complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Here's Durham. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. There he goes. The 20. Inside the touchdown Bulldogs. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Baller, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, That's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running right, it's Durham. Could be an alley. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. The throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Tips and deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds a little space. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give to Frazier. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
To the air. It's Stockton. Unloads to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He's got great speed. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Brown. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Handoff, Caden Durham. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Rides to the back. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Quarterback keeps it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. After run, now throw. Got a man in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Pressure coming. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And that just drives you crazy as an offense to get down there, get that 1st and goal, and you got to back up and make it a little harder. Looking for space. It's Berry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pocket breaking down. They're setting up the screen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Wide receiver going in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll go with Frazier. Fights off a defender. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Intercepted, number 19. Didn't really have room to operate return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Right back to him on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. On the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Here's a give to Frazier. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the air on 1st down. He's going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And we are headed to halftime. Both squad's headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Longhorns, coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And what it does is get this group to 9 victories. By anyone's standards, a darn good season. Now the question is, can they...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Phillips. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
To throw, it's Stockton. Makes a catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Here's Nate Frazier. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And on that 3rd down, you gotta have it. No question where that ball was going, but the theatrics were just sensational. He puts one hand up, he's able to secure it and get it into his body. Coverage that time was pretty good, but there's no defense for a perfect throw. And how about that highlight one-handed stat?
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Makes the catch. It's Harris. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Berry. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Might be changing the route. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Dogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To give, running right, it's Frazier. Makes it past the marker. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The sure hands, it's Green. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the 2nd half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Handoff for Frazier. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Got some room, trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Wide open downfield. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Right on the money. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. LSU right back to the line.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays.
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. The ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give, running right, it's Frazier. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll run play action. There's the pressure. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Scanning the field is Stockton. Sets up the screen. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on third down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Good timing on the quick out. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick